I'm Josh.
And I'm Faith, and we are Snowy Mountain Bear Dogs. We are Karelian Bear Dog Breeders in Nashville, Tennessee. We breed Karelian Bear Dogs for the purpose of hunting and working, as opposed to just own as pets. We do that because the original founders of the breed intended them for this purpose, and we are very passionate about bringing the current Karelian Bear Dog back to its roots. So we spend a lot of time and put a lot of thought into the choosing of the parents that we breed. A few things that we do when we're looking for a good breeding pair are: one, we DNA test both parents. Then we health test both parents, make sure that they are strong, that they have good hips and bone structure. And then lastly, we make sure that they have a strong hunting ability. This last litter, we used a stud named Vaino. He was from Finland, lived in Finland. He was a hunting champion there, and so he ended up being perfect for what we were looking for.
Pedigrees are important, very important. The more that you have those strong genes, the higher chance that we're gonna have puppies that are actually good hunters. Once we get our female bred, we whelp and wean and raise the puppies here at our house. First few days, we leave our female alone. We just let her get used to having the puppies. The puppy's eyes won't open until about day 16, 17. And so there's a few processes that we work into the puppy's lives starting at day 3 that are very important.
When the puppies are 3 days old, we start what we call early scent introduction, introducing those scents that early on that will make them have stronger noses for hunting in the future.
And then we record all that, we put it into an online spreadsheet that we then share with the soon-to-be owners of that litter so they can monitor and track the puppy's development and growth. Around week 7, we have a battery of personality tests that we then put the puppies through.
So the first test that we do is called a personality test.
Based off of a test that was developed called the Volhard puppy test.
Yes, and that is where we put the puppies through a series of 9 different steps. The test is performed by people they've never met before, and it's an environment that they've never been in before. Those tests, the purpose behind that is to just gauge their different personalities, their different fear responses, their different levels of socialization, things like that.
The next test that we do is a scent test. This is the first time the puppies get introduced to chicken. 3 jars that we put on the ground in front of them. One of them has chicken in it, and we slowly decrease the amount of holes that are drilled into each lid until there's no holes in any of the jars. So then the puppy really has to work and find the jar that has the chicken in it. That gives us an idea of which puppies are a little more scent driven. You'll kind of see which ones are a little more visual driven and which ones lose interest pretty quick.
So the last and final test that we do around 7 weeks for these puppies is we have created what we call our redneck bear test. Josh built a toy car with a big stuffed animal bear on it, and he decorated it and put bear scent on it, and it's remote control. Moves around and makes noises, and we introduce each puppy to it in a location also that they have never been in. And so we gauge their response to this bear. Do they bark in its face? Do they turn around and run away? Do they warm up to it after a little while? And we record all of those findings with that test. And that really has helped us know which puppy to, again, pair with each owner based off of the hunting drive that it shows in with the pretend bear.
With all these tests, none of them are original to us. We've done a lot of research. We've talked to other breeders, and we've taken what they do and we've tweaked it just a little bit and made it our own. And so we've seen other programs that have worked really well, and we want to emulate their success. We characterize the puppy into three groups. We say we have our head puppies, our tail puppies, and our companion puppies. Our head puppies are the ones that demonstrate the highest amount of drive, the most confidence, and the most eagerness to engage with prey. Those are the dogs that we're going to send to hunters, houndsmen, guides, and outfitters that are using the dogs as a hunting dog. Our tail dogs are a dog that is a good support dog. Companion dogs are the ones that we've decided that based on low hunting drive, we don't think they should be bred, and we think they would work best in a home as a pet. They are ones that don't necessarily emulate the founder's desire for a hunting dog. They're a little more docile, a little more friendly and people oriented, and just kind of a more chill puppy. Well, why do we want to breed? What's our purpose in breeding? Kind of say it's our human motto. It's humans, dogs, and tradition. The humans, where we stand with that is like humans are always more important than the dogs. The dogs are essential. They've been, they're man's best friend, and so that's been a huge part of mankind's history with dogs, is like we've always had them. And also remembering like a dog is best when they're treated and respected like a dog, and they're put into a role where they get to fill the purpose of a dog, and they're not personified. Because humans have used dogs to hunt, to protect their camps, to protect their livestock, to protect them from other humans for as long as we have recorded history. And so having a dog that helps procure food is extremely important, and without that, mankind's survival or their population growth would have been a lot slower than what it was. And the tradition of like, even though we don't need a hunting dog to survive, we can go down to a grocery store and buy meat. It's understanding the tradition of having a hunting dog and how important that is to mankind and the hierarchy and how we think our Creator created the world and the system that He put in place to provide order and hierarchy to that world. We want to teach our kids like, yeah, we can go down to a grocery store and buy meat, but there's something unique, there's something advantageous, and there's something special and purposeful of taking dogs and going out and hunting and acquiring your own wild game and your own meat that is fulfilling and special in a way that no grocery store bought meat can ever give you.